and countdown.
Can't hear.
Okay, I don't know how
There
the
we
mic
go.
got muted. Okay, then what is? Yeah, but it did. I didn't do it. I don't think I did anyway. But yo, we are back, man. We should not have any freezing and all of that going on tonight, man. I got blessed with a little bit of information that maybe I should have known that I didn't know, but now I know now. So we might be riding in the Cadillac, man, real smooth tonight. Huh?
Real smooth.
Real
Real
smooth tonight.
smooth.
Yeah, I
Real
done put
smooth
some
tonight.
new air shocks on it, and yeah, so
Put some
we
new
gonna be
tires on it out.
got some new shoes on it. So and I'm in Houston, so they way out there
Right.
taking up two lanes, one on that side and one
Right.
on that side. But
Slabs.
they will put
Tipping
them
on.
things on a pinto, boy. Here in Houston,
Tipping on.
Texas, would
Tipping on.
say.
Tipping on fofos. Hey, tipping on. Tipping on. They're tipping on fofos.
He like, man, y'all, that's dangerous. You drive fast, you gotta go over here because you don't want to touch the rim. That joke will be out there. There you go,
Swangers.
swangers. That's exactly
Swangers.
what they is.
Swanging
Them
on them.
jokers, they be long too. Boy, I say, man, that's a lot of metal right there, boy.
A lot of
That's a,
metal. Put
that's a
them on a
lot of metal.
bicycle. On a bike.
Man, look here, man.
On a bike.
Jameer the truck rattler, I want to say shalom, Malak,
Yeah.
Yahu, shalom, Makal, shalom, Obadiah, the
Yeah.
music man, shalom as
Yeah.
well. And Mr. Tyrion, Ayo Ben Yahoo.
He called me Tyrion. Mr. Tyrion.
Tyrion. It's what is it? Is it Tyrion?
That's
How you pronounce it?
Tarian.
Tyrion.
Oh, Tarian.
Tyrion.
I'd have been
I did.
called Tarian, Tyrian, Twarian, Tawarian, especially at the DMV or the doctor office. They don't
Yeah.
even, they just look at the paper and be like, Mr. Butler. I already
Yeah.
know if they come to the door to call somebody back, it could be a room full of
Right.
people. If they looking down at the
Right.
paper and scared,
Right.
you just call me TR. That's
Yeah, just
okay. Thank you, baby. I
TR.
was gonna ask you if you
TR.
went by something
Yeah.
else. Come on back.
They don't even want to try.
They don't even try.
They don't even want to try. I wish
Man.
Banat was here tonight, man, because she work at HR. And man, she come home sometime with some stories or some names.
Oh, I
Man, I'd
already
be like,
know.
hey, I know one though, what for real though, I'd never forget. She said a young lady come through there, man, on the application, taqueria, like the
Yeah.
taqueria truck.
Yeah.
That was the good name, man. But she pronounced it Takira. My wife would do.
No, she didn't. I'm trying to.
My
Could you
wife, nigga,
imagine?
that is
Taqueria.
Taqueria.
Come in
your
here,
name
Taqueria.
Taco.
Right. Taco. We just gonna call you Taco for short.
You just gonna call
It's
you Taco.
it's Taqueria.
It's
Okay,
the
whatever you
Kira.
say, Taco. Your name,
Yeah,
Taco.
your name Taco.
It's Taco
Yes,
Supreme.
indeed, man. But not is not gonna be with us tonight. She is a little under the weather. I was telling her, yo, when she came in and don't know. She came in and went right to bed. So we're gonna keep her in our prayers as well tonight. We do have a show lined up. I do thank I yo, that's what I was starting off with. Thank you for joining me tonight, man. And I'm gonna tell you why. Normally, when we get ready to do these shows, I would send out yo an agenda, right? We have him an agenda, but no later than Tuesday. I
Right.
try to get it to him by Monday, but no later than Tuesday. That way he know what we gonna talk about. But yo, what I send you this week?
Nothing.
I didn't send the
Nothing.
man the no. I sent you one article
Yeah, you
about an
yeah.
hour ago.
Right. 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 About an hour for the show.
About an hour ago, I sent him an article. Yeah. But tonight is gonna be real organic, people, for real. It's going to be very organic. It's not going to be all over the place. I can promise you that it's not. It's going to be pretty much on one subject line, the subject line that is crowding the news right now. In my opinion, this is one subject line that's crowding the news that needs to be crowding the news.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
this is one of these that I feel like need to be talked about, need to be discussed in all forums, amongst all people regardless of what side of the fence that you stand on, because this is my take on it. Depending on what side of the fence you are standing on with this subject that we're talking about tonight, it also let me know what type of person. And so this is why I feel like it's good for us to talk about it. I feel like that a lot of a lot of good is going to come out of this, as me and Ayo was talking about as well. I think it ain't no thing to it. We as children of the Most High, this is our time to start putting in practice everything that we have been praying for. Right now, you know.
My
Ayob is a football dude. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. You prepare for the game that you're going to play on the weekend, right?
right. Right.
Coaches put a game plan in, and all they expect the players to do is
Yeah.
to,
Hey, let me get Michael
yeah,
Cantori wanna blah blah blah. Let me get him out of before we do. Your mama got a glass knee with a koi fish in it and
yep,
Kool-Aid.
yep,
See,
yep,
you come
yep,
in here, you gonna get roasted to death.
yep.
Don't come in here
They've
with
been
that
coming
mess.
up. They've been coming up in here for the last 2 weeks, man. I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
bouncers up in here, boy.
yeah,
Joe, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Bye.
And yeah, so yeah, it's time for us. The coaches put in the game plan, and they expect the players to execute it. Look, we've been talking, we've been praying, we've been asking, and I believe that it's not now time for the rubber to hit the road. And we're about to find out who is and who is not in these days that we're living in right now.
Definitely.
What you say?
Definitely, man. We're in the hour where we the warning is no longer. I mean, we've been saying this stuff for almost 4 years. I've been saying this stuff on this channel since the channel's existed 4 or 5 years ago. And so in this hour that we're approaching, the warning is no longer like I said. You're about to see the real. The dividing and the division is here. I see a lot of stuff online about um oh, we being divided and oh, this is just divisiveness. Well, guess what? Even in elementary, what matter of fact, let's take it back to preschool and kindergarten. Whenever we lined up for kickball, guess what? You got divided into
Gone,
teams.
gone. uh,
Some got chose. You be the last one standing to get chosen. Wasn't the very best.
uh,
The very best was always chosen first.
first. Yep.
But
Yep.
then during the game, they may turn an ankle. Somebody else may have to do what? Step up.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the times we're in. We're seeing who gonna step up. We seeing who about to fold. We seeing who gonna, like Mashiach said, you gotta endure. And right now, you definitely seeing who gonna be hanging around for a while and then doing, opposed to who's just not gonna make it. You can see the
Yeah.
psychological. You can see the in ruach, soul, and body. You can see all three facets of what makes your essence. You can see the ruach is the light. That's the spark. Your soul, your mind, your will, your emotions, your conscience, your subconscious, your body or flesh, your five, taste, see, touch, all of that. You about to see.
Yeah, we about to see, man, for real. It's about to get real ugly out here. And yeah, so that is that, man. Like I say, it's gonna be real organic tonight. I would love for the chat box to get lit up tonight if you got any opinions on what it is that we're talking about um tonight. So yeah, that's that, man. You got anything on sports before we just get off into what it is that we talking about? What you got?
Shador Sanders is about to get his first start, y'all. We're gonna see this Sunday. I can't remember who they play.
Vegas.
They play the Las Vegas Raiders.
That
Shador, if
boy,
you
so
listening,
don't that seem so weird?
I,
Las Vegas Raiders. Every
yeah,
every
man.
time I say it, I be like, every time I get ready to talk about them, I gotta think about it. Like Las Vegas Raiders, that team can't stay still. I think what everybody every 10 years, every 7 years, that team move. They gonna be in that Kalamazoo
Saskatchewan.
soon.
Yeah, they was started out in LA, moved to
uh,
Oakland, moved back to
Oakland,
LA for a little
moved
bit.
back to
Now in Las
LA.
Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not in
yeah,
Vegas, but they
yeah.
fans travel with them though.
Yeah, they fans do travel
They
well.
they fans travel, but yeah, Shadua, he does get his first start. Not only do we get his first start, he get his first start with preparation as well, with a game
Right.
plan.
Yeah, he get
I'm
the
curious to see what Kevin Stefanski is going to do, what kind of game,
yeah,
but because I've been watching football long enough to know that a coach can still put in a foul game plan.
he can.
A coach could put in a foul game plan. A coach could put in a game plan to get a quarterback hurt as well, man. And I'm not saying
Mm.
that this is what he's going to do, but I know that coaches have the ability to be able to do that, man. And so, um, yeah, we're going to hope that this dude go out there, man, and shine. Talking Shadua, he got through into they have no choice but to give him first team practice reps. Now he will
Yeah,
rise to the challenge.
yeah. This week, that's what that
Exactly.
was. He got the first week, or this week, he got the first team
First
reps to
reps.
get in
Yeah.
sync with the running backs, with the receivers, because let's be honest, second and third team, fourth team, scout team, they don't have the same speed,
They don't have the
mobility,
same talent. Yep. None of that,
confidence.
man.
Them
Yep.
receivers breaking, coming out of those breaks,
Yep.
Shadua need to get that ball there.
Yep.
Normally, second, third, a scout team, that ball come out a little bit late. He got to be faster with that ball this week.
And Shadua moves the pocket too a lot.
Right,
And so his
right,
receivers are going to have to know, that,
right,
yeah, how scramble, what they call them, scramble drills. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Come back
right.
to the ball and find the opening. Shadua, find your Shadua. This is one of the biggest pet peeves that I have on him is that he don't get rid of the ball at enough time because he's always looking downfield for the big play. That part is good, but the second part is, man, just take the sack and get rid of the football. I prefer you to get rid of the football and don't take the sack. But
Right.
in that NFL, he gonna learn because them boys hit a whole lot harder than they hit when he was in Colorado and the Jackson.
Whew.
So I don't think that nobody's going to have to preach to him to get rid of the football after he get touched a couple of times, man.
I hope not.
But um on what Jamil, I'm going to put Jamil comment up there because that's what I was about to go there right now about. the way he played last week against Baltimore after he got thrown into the Lions den, not having no first team reps whatsoever. Whatsoever. He had 47 yards. He had what he went 416. He did have a pick. Did you see that pick that
I
defense that they put a zero blitz out there on that boy. That boy ain't never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? They brought everybody. I don't even think they had a safety back there. If they did, it was just one, right?
hmm,
Everybody was at the line. Did nobody drop out? Everybody came. You dig what I'm saying? This is the first time he had ever seen anything like this in his life. It was man on the outside. Everybody came in. All the linemen, all the linebackers, and like I said, I don't think they had a safety back there, right? So he pressure. That was a pressure sack. But the
yeah,
thing to get me, man, is that for a kid that didn't have any first team reps whatsoever, yeah, he had 47 yards. Yeah, he had the pick. Yeah, he went 4 for 16, but he still looked better than Dylan Gabriel. I
right,
don't care what nobody say.
right,
And argue with your mama, right?
right,
Because what I seen this dude do for a dude that didn't have no first team reps, he came out there and he still looked like a field general and he was trying to win the football game. He wasn't throwing to the flat. He wasn't throwing no check
thinking
down.
and dunk, right, right, right.
Yeah, this dude was going downfield,
He's
and
trying to win.
his presence, Key, gave the team hope. When you go
Oh,
back and look at the game, man, they all got lifted up a little bit, dude,
right,
just by
right,
him being out throwing that football. So
right,
just
right,
imagine what this dude is gonna do with a
right.
week of preparation, man. They dropped a
Yeah,
lot of passes,
drop the
including that
pass,
touchdown in the
including
end
yeah,
zone. Yup,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yup.
I think with the first team reps plus Las Vegas ain't what they 2-8, two and
Yeah,
nine.
yeah. We done tenderized them up for them too. We done
Yeah, they
softened
do.
them up a little bit
Yeah, the
for them.
Cowboys just had them boys on the sideline frustrated. It was slamming helmets into the ground, taking pads out, chunking pads in the
Right.
stand. They was upset. But I think he'll do well this week. Uh I think the team will rally around him. I think I'm gonna say Kevin Stefanski will do the right thing. I'm gonna say that. I'm hoping and praying that he'll do the right thing and do right. But that's to be seen on Sunday.
To be seen on
Again,
Sunday.
coaches have been known to sabotage a player because just let's just face it. Shadul got out there and bong out 25 for 32, 3 touchdown passes, and 1 run for 1. That makes Kevin Stefanski look
They
bad.
make the whole organization look crazy.
Make him look bad because
Not
they're
just
gonna be
not
like,
just Kevin. Yeah, they make the whole. He's up to
yeah,
lose his job.
yeah,
He's up to get
because
fired.
the owner could be like, man, I wanted to draft him, but I went off of y'all words. We could definitely be 9-1 right now,
Uh,
7-2
yeah,
if we would
yeah,
have played Shador this whole time.
yeah,
So yeah, man, it's
yeah.
we'll see, we'll
And
see.
especially with the quarterback. And don't you know that this is the 42nd starting quarterback in Cleveland's organ?
42 quarterbacks.
That is
That is
insane.
incredible. Like, man, think about
That
that.
that organization is
That's crazy.
since I think that date back to 1999. Now put this in perspective: the Green Bay Packers has only had three quarterbacks
3.
since what, late 80s, late
Yep,
80s.
that's Brett
Brett Favre
Aaron
and
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers and now Jordan Love.
And the Browns and had 42.
42.
Bro, that's wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Man. But did you see another sports news? Did you I'm sure everybody has seen it by now. The viral Texas A&M state trooper.
Man,
That's bro.
what was that dude? What was that
Uh,
dude on, man? Like
that's
he went he went there for the smoke. Huh?
he went. And then you see, Once they walked, he followed them back down the
That's
tunnel.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He went in there for the
Yeah.
smoke. That's what I meant by that. Yeah, he
So
followed them in there. Yeah.
yeah. So whatever you was going after in the tunnel after that, you just forgot about it. Like like
It
you
couldn't have
said,
been that important
he
because
did- he was
because
going.
he
He was
went there to
for
mess with them
them.
boys.
For them. He went in there for
Hey,
them.
after I thought about it a little bit, I said to myself, I said, maybe that was his off day. And they called me
Right.
in.
Boy, could you imagine getting that phone call? Hey man, would you come in today, Jared, and called out again? Again? All right, I'll be there.
You know what I'm
And then
saying?
you look, he get to the game late, and they was getting at that
Right,
time, boy, it was what 30-3.
right.
They
Yeah,
was
it was
getting
33 at that
whooped.
time. Yeah, they was getting
So
whooped,
he
man.
was
So he's
like,
like, yeah, you know what? I don't even want to be here no more, man.
but from what I understand, and here's the trickery. Some reports say he was relieved, period. But most reports say he was just relieved from the game day duties, meaning he won't be trooping or working as far as the police presence for the games.
Right,
So
right.
I'm eager to see. I think it's just that. I think they didn't fire him from the precinct or from the force
No,
completely. He just won't be
no.
working the games. Now,
Yeah.
the transcended heritage moment we have, or what we call the beyond critical race facts, is going to kind of go in line with that. What happened? Because, like a lot of people are saying, if he did that in a public spot, what are they doing to our
Exactly.
brothers in these
Yeah.
suburbs and in these hoods,
Yeah.
bruh?
Yeah. That's real talk,
That's
man.
that's
That's real
that's
talk.
the
And you know
question.
what? One of the things that pissed me off, if you go read the this is why I say that the media, this is why this show was created. The very reason this show was
Yep.
created
Yep.
to dispel the lies that are in the media, man. Every article that you read, every last one of them, whether it come from right or left,
Right.
always say that Harbor was the instigator. He bumped
Right.
into
Right.
the sheriff deputy, man. Go
Right.
look at that video. The sheriff deputy walked in between two football players,
And
and you can
wisely.
see his L.
Right.
Thank you, man. So why
And
are the articles making it
right.
sound like the players was the reason of the
Right.
altercation, man?
Right. Right. That's and again, this is not a show or a podcast where we just put a black spin on it. No, we
Right,
give you the truth. Like
right,
Oxane, we give you the truth. This ain't cause even if he was a white player,
right.
he if he was a white player, let's be honest. This ain't a black spin, but it's the truth. He wouldn't have done that. He
He
would
wouldn't
have
have
went
done that.
around. He
Yeah,
would have went.
yeah,
Logic tells you
right,
a grown man, he looked like
right.
he was at least 45 and older, go
It don't matter.
around.
He was 25 years old,
Look at
man.
that.
You a state
Look at that.
trooper, dude.
Look at Moon Gaming. Look at that. Coming in
What
here.
is these? What both
Look,
folks coming
look.
from, man?
This is what you do. This is what you do when you ain't got time to do nothing. When you ain't got time to do nothing. Moon Gaming. Everybody go find out where he worked. Everybody go find out what gaming channel he on so we can get him reported. But in the meantime, hi nigga, bye nigga. We'll see you. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, where is these jokers coming from?
Hey,
Oh, man.
bro.
And they coming at the bottom, man. Wait a minute. Say,
Cause they love us, man.
yeah,
They love us.
jeez.
They can't
I've been,
help it.
I've been running this joke about 4 or 5 years, man. This the most. Hey, that means we must be doing something right
Something
over
right.
here, man.
But
We must
yeah,
be doing something right.
they knew we was gonna talk about Trooper and old dude.
Yeah.
It triggered them.
That might
But
have
yeah,
been his nephew,
and
his incest nephew.
Moon Gaming. Jameer.
Yeah.
I told you, look, y'all come up in here, you're gonna get roasted off the table.
Boom gaming.
I told old boy his mama had a glass knee with a koi fish
Mm-hmm.
Kool-Aid in it, and it
Yeah.
make noises when she walk. Clink, 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 clink.
Mm.
But back to,
You
but
know,
yeah, that viral moment right there, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, that's not something you want to go viral for. But like you said,
no.
the media is spinning it because it definitely not only does it make the cop look bad, it makes Texas A&M
It
look
make
bad,
it
and it
make the
makes the
whole Texas, yeah,
it
exactly.
makes
Sheriff
makes
department look
makes
bad,
them all
man.
look bad.
So in
Makes them all
all
look bad.
reality, he should lose his job, but he ain't gonna lose his job because the state too big for one. He could be hid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's duty
definitely.
for, yeah, you know. And that's what I told my wife, man, when it happened. I said, I don't care what nobody say. I said that sheriff, deputy sheriff, he should be put on blast. We should know what his name is, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We should know what
Absolutely.
his name is, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
it's we got to look out for him.
Yeah, yeah,
Anytime my
yeah,
brothers get pulled over by him for a
yeah.
minor traffic infraction,
Right.
it could turn into a whole
Right,
scene.
exactly. Matter of fact, I tell you what, man, if somebody know who he is, because somebody
Somebody,
done been stopped by that bozo, man.
there
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying? Somebody put that joke on you. You know who he is. They do it all the time. If you can recognize this face here, call Crime Stoppers. If you recognize
Right.
that face there, call
All
Truth Be
crime.
Told. You- Will
Called
Glasses
and Moon Gaming.
and Moon Game of Truth. Yeah,
Oh man.
that part, man. Say,
Yeah,
man.
boy. Yeah, that
But
I
yeah,
seen that. That was
that was crazy, man. And then A&M, we cannot remit. We would be remiss if we don't mention it though. They was getting blown out at that point, but A&M came back
came back and won the
and
game.
won that game. Yeah, they did.
31 to
And
30.
and won that game. So
Yeah,
what we
man.
going to be talking about? Is there anything else before I get the moving, man?
Uh Sports news. Nah, I think that was the two highlights of the week and the weekend. I
The
think
Dallas
we
Cowboys won. That's all.
they did.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Lakers
Yeah.
won. LeBron had 13 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds in his return from sciatica, an old man injury.
Sciatica.
Sciatica. Well, it's
Yeah.
time. Look, it's time to sit down, get
It's
some
time to
liniment,
sit down, man. I'm gonna be honest
Curacone.
with you. I know he got money that I ain't got.
Right.
Uh I
We all.
I suffer from sciatica, right?
Right.
I know what that sciatica is, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And I said I know he got money that I ain't got, but the way sciatica is set up, I'm gonna be shocked if he make it the season, man. Because the
Yeah,
thing with sciatica is he got his own mind. It thinks
it's a
for
little bit.
itself.
And
You
then
know what I'm
all of a
saying?
sudden,
It decided it want to take a vacation and it take a vacation, but when it want to come home, it's gonna come home, and you gonna know. You
yeah,
know, and
yeah.
yeah, and the thing too, the pound of jumping
Each and every, yeah, that's,
every night, the
yeah,
pound of him flopping,
flopping.
hitting that
we,
ground and flopping.
we said at the same time, LeBron, my
Yeah,
man, but he be flopping though. And
you know, saying it's going to act because what all sciatica is, it's a nerve, but it's a nerve coming from a bulging disc.
yeah,
And so that jumping and that hitting the ground, look here, man. You know, it's
yes,
it's it's gonna be hard for him, man, to
my my disc is what ultimately put me out of feetball.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
19 years old, and boy, my disc
19.
was rubbing. That was the muscle and the
Right.
nerves was pulled. It was bone on bone.
Mm.
And that is one thing the doctors told me I would never do again is play football. I ain't touched one since.
Yeah, my disc
That,
is what made my wife and my daughter told me don't. Hey, they told me pretty much I can't even look at a basketball no more.
don't do it.
I mean, because
Do it.
I went and played.
Mm-mm.
What I'm talking about, I'm talking from experience. I was playing. And I hit that ground and I thought I was good. Like, I mean, I was
Right.
hurting. Don't get me wrong, but you know how it is. I got
Yeah.
up, bro. I
Try to
got
get up.
home, man. Say, look, man, I don't know how I drove home. When I got home, I don't know how I did it. That particular, I would never forget. My wife, for sure, she'll tell you, I slept on a couch for 3 days. I was in so much pain, man. 3 days. Boy, the
Yeah.
most high was good. I ain't have to have no
No surgery.
excrements.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No,
All
that
praises.
3 days was the 3 days. You did what I'm
All
saying?
praises,
Yeah,
boy. 'Cause
I mean, yeah, man.
3 days.
But yeah, that 3 days was 3 days. Me sitting.
It just registered what you
It
did
just
there. I like what you did there. I like what you did
yeah.
there. I like that. I just
That 3 days, it was 3 days and 3 nights, my man. So the most I can turn your boy.
Ooh, boy. Hey, listen, that joint ain't no joke, man.
Ain't no
So
joke, man. And so
so
when it eased, then the nerves, and so
they
this,
flare down. They not
oh my
flaring
goodness,
anymore.
yeah,
But like you said, over the course of time, they flare back up.
yeah,
He gonna be going
yeah,
for a rebound and just
yeah,
fall.
yeah, just yeah.
Oh Lord, oh. They're gonna be like, get up, bro. You're gonna be like, no, come get the stretcher, come get me.
Look,
That joke gonna come out of nowhere.
he gonna come out of nowhere, man. But say he got money we ain't got, so
Right.
he may be getting some treatment that we can't. You know what I'm saying? But
And
it,
and one thing, not to cut y'all, but before the way my mind set up before I forget. Here's the thing about disc in your back and sciatica. I can work out, lift weights, jog, run, no problem. Back may stiffen just a little, but if I stand in one spot, like washing dishes, about 4 minutes, I have to sit down. It's
yeah,
crazy how that works.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm just standing
yeah,
here not doing
yeah.
nothing. And it
Mm-hmm.
tightened up so bad, I gotta go sit down. So
Yo,
it's crazy, man.
yeah,
I can work out, do
yeah,
run, jump, it's
yeah.
good. But if I stand in the same spot for more than 4 or 5 minutes, I have to go
My
sit down.
whole thigh just go numb
I
at
just
certain times. It just be numb. I be hitting it. You know what I'm saying? So,
wake up, wake up, wake up.
ain't got no feelings, man. It's just
Mm.
numb. So yeah. But but yeah, man,
Yeah.
all is well in the world of entertainment. Um so that is that. But let's get to some more serious issues. Sure, it's been at what we got 32 minutes in. So yeah, let's
Yep.
go ahead and do it. Guess we was missing what my wife normally do is to talk amongst herself. I ain't got none of that. So we supposed to just yeah, keep it rolling, man. Sound like me, yeah. Hey, any of us that grew up the way we all grew up and played the way we played, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got those. Yeah, we got those lingering things. The older you get,
Yep.
you got to think how long LeBron been playing basketball too? How many years? And it's an 82 game season too, man.
This is
That's
year
a lot.
22.
His
He been
body
in the
old.
league
His
since
body older than
2002.
him. Yeah,
Oh Lord, they turned the
yeah,
lights off. Yeah,
man. That scared me, boy.
I'm
Yeah.
just scared me too. I'm like,
Yeah, I ain't
oh,
know
where you
what
going?
that was. Hold on. Yeah. I ain't know what happened, boy. Yeah. Yeah, I paid my light bill, y'all. I promise you I did, man. Y'all bear with me, man. Y'all bear with me.
Well, I say, wait a minute, what's going on?
Yeah. Bear with me, bear with me.
All right. We ain't got no more trolls in the chat, do we? Let me
Not
find
yet.
out. Nah.
I ain't mad at that though, man. Like say, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Yeah, I mean, kick them out for sure, but that just lets me know though that yo, you know what I'm saying? That
Look, and look, he didn't even spell it right. What you
yeah.
doing? Two eyes.
He dyslexic. He just I told you he was inbred.
He been sniffing. He been in the house sniffing up too much mesothelioma.
Man, they talk like Ray Ray. Yeah, I ain't gonna even get on Ray Ray.
If you have been diagnosed with mesothelioma,
Right.
call this number right now. Boy, I be like, boy, ain't nobody been sniffing that. We all ain't even,
Me two times elevate me to
yeah.
you. What's
What's
happening,
happening?
young ladies? Good to see you
Happening,
up in
sis?
here, man. Good to see
Cuz
you
old.
up in here.
Cuz old.
Yep, yep. Let's get it, man. Let's
Yes,
get it.
sir.
So, Donald Trump, man, I
Your
was thinking
president.
to myself, uh, yo,
Uh-huh.
just the other day, I say, in all reality, how is this man even a president? Like, real talk. Let's think about this. Since the 1970s, this
Mm.
dude's sexual misconduct allegations have been following him, man. Here we are in 2025, dude. They saying that it's been at least 20. The operative word there, at least. So
Wow.
I'm going to take the over. This is 1970. He has been having allegations, rape allegations. Listen to this, man. I can't make this up. Rape allegations. Oh, great. I'm sorry. Cut that. Grape allegations. Kissing and groping without consent. Come over here and give me a kiss. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. Looking under women's skirts. Walking in on naked teenage pageant contestants. You know he was the head of the
Yep.
pageants.
Yep.
Now he done denied all of these, but my mama has always told me where there's smoke, there's a
Yes.
fight.
Fire.
I just cannot believe that all of these people are lying on him. And when you look at the allegations, the ones that I have named out, great kissing and groping without consent, looking under women's skirt and walking in on, that's an out of control pedophile, not just a pedophile, out of control pedophile, sexual
Psychotic.
deviant.
Yep. Say there you go. Psychotic, pedophile, out of control, sexual, deviant. There it is.
That's what that is to
That's what
me.
that is.
So if
Absolutely.
this has been his MO since the 1970s, since the 70s, and it's been at least 28 of them, right?
Hmm.
How in the world was he even able to run because of his history? Explain this to me. Let's talk, man. We just talking enough.
Yeah. It's great that we're having this conversation because again, we don't put the so-called black spin. This ain't spin media. This is called entitled "The Truth Be Told" Flex Podcast, where the flex is righteousness. So we just don't come over here and just be talk. We talk to make you aware of what's going on. And in this situation, what's going on, in my humble opinion, he was the perfect candidate for a time such as this. Somebody as cruel. I mean, this man literally said in lieu of or said about a former president, Joe Biden, and everybody know on this show, we pick it Joe, call him Sleepy Joe, say he 397 years old. So y'all saying all that to say we're not Joe Biden fans. Everybody know that watch the show know we're not Joe Biden fans. But the man is literally dying from cancer. Donald Trump said he likes to watch him squirm and he hoped that he dies. And this is the top diplomat that travels to other countries to either get money or spend money and to make deals on how to make more money for me and you because we pay him taxes or pay his government taxes. this is our mouthpiece, the world is watching.
Mm.
So to answer your question, I believe if they want a great reset, if they want to crash it all and leave a scorched earth so they can tear it all down so that they can reset and start over and have a reason to be able to control more people and to get more people to want to believe in government, he is the right candidate. That's not saying it's right. He just the right candidate for their agenda.
But and I agree with you on that. I agree with you totally that he is the right candidate for their agenda, and not only just for their agenda. We know because of scripture that the Most High set up kings and he
Right.
turned down kings, right?
There you
So
go.
he
Right.
is also the right candidate or the right person for times such as these for the escape and the release of Israel. I said it
Right.
first, and this is a kind of how this thing is going to be going. But with all of that being said, I them that's on the background still got to make the bottom people, which is the common folks like us, buy
Mhm.
into what it is that they're trying to
Right.
buy into.
And it
So
ain't
I'm going
happening.
to reiterate this, sir. Since the 1970s, this dude has had sexual allegations. Great. Looking up, just take this one for instance. Looking up women's skirts
That's nasty. That's just
at the least, at the least, that's perversion.
yeah, that's
This is his history in America, in America, which means that these things are known, regardless of if he has denied them or not. These are known facts. This is what you do. You dig what I'm saying?
right,
Looking
right.
up women's skirts, man, kissing women and groping them without consent. What that tells me is that you are a rich, spoiled
Yeah,
individual, and
yeah,
you feel like you can do
Any
whatever
anything you
you
want.
want to
Absolutely.
whomever you want to, and
Yeah.
still the people at the end of the day. Now we know how the electoral colleges work.
Yeah.
We've talked about that 1,000 times on the show, right? That they can go off script, and put in who they want to put in. But it goes past that. You can hear the love that the people have for this individual. How is this?
Right.
Is the question that I'm asking. How is this allowed to be a president? What do that say about the masses of the people in this country?
It says that their their moral compass is the same as his. And it shouldn't be allowed because at you think with the he's the 47th president of the United States, right? So that means
Huh.
in the modern era, there's been 47 presidents. Now some have did double, 2 terms, which he's one of the first presidents that got elected, then got beaten, then got elected again,
Right.
what, 8 years later to run his term. So to answer your question, how did this happen? It's got to be a moral ineptitude that even the word says the love of many shall wax cold. Why? Because iniquity, sin shall abound. And
Mm-hmm.
iniquity is not just sin. Iniquity is the willful and joyfulness about the sin that you're openly committing. So when you say those things, graping, looking up on the women's skirts, I mean, the man said on camera, grab him by the pee,
I
and
was
he
just gonna
stood,
go there. This was in. I was just about to go there, man. Yeah.
and and he didn't say, "Oh, I was a little younger." The me right now, uh, I wouldn't say that. I would. He stood 10 toes down, 10 toes down. And Lynn T, no, we don't got it all wrong. What you talking about? We're gonna put your time out. But yeah, I just
Yeah.
it's
This was in
it's a
20 with
moral compass.
Good looking out, Ayo, man. Good looking out. Get him, move him on up out of here, man. The incident that Ayob is talking about was in 2016, and this was 2 days before his second presidential debate with Hillary Clinton. 2 days
Right.
before.
Right.
So this here, um, even doubles down on the question that I'm asking here, man, because at this particular time, man. At this particular time when this came out, when he said that, that should have been a wrap on it, right?
Should have been a wrap.
That should have been a wrap on it. 2016, 2 days before the second presidential debate with Hillary Clinton on his first run, '05 hot mic. It got released. This hot mic in '05 that recorded Trump saying, when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them in the whistle. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
And this led to Trump's first public apology. Now, this is the same dude that just stood up just the other day, not the other day, but not long ago and said, look, man, I got unbelievable followers. That's what he said.
That's what he
I can
said.
do whatever I want to do. He's talking the same way that he was talking in 2005. I can do whatever. Look, I can go and just shoot somebody and they still follow me. And
And
that's exactly the
it
way
was.
it looks.
That's exactly what. Right. Me Too Time said he should have been canceled
He should
because
have been canceled.
a lot of times, especially these days, you say anything to oppose a certain community, whether you a singer, actor, actress, ball player, that dancer, they definitely gonna cancel you.
I don't know.
Even as a comedian, they say you can barely say this stuff anymore unless
Right.
you at the improv, unless you at not you can't get a Netflix special talking about
Well, no,
unless you
you right. Yeah,
unless
go
you
ahead.
Dave Chappelle, unless you
Right.
Cat Williams, unless you
It's
one of
a
the big names.
Jewish woman that just did a monologue on Saturday Night Live a couple of weeks ago, man.
Right,
That monologue was morbid. It was funny. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I laughed at some of it, but I was saying to myself, I don't think that I should be laughing at this here, man.
right,
But
right.
in her monologue, what she was saying, it was morbid, but she was telling you the mind of these
That's
type of people, though.
that. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm saying now to answer your question.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Keep
no,
talking. Yeah.
to answer your question, it's the moral compass that shows that it's not just something wrong with him, but it's something wrong with the millions and millions and millions of people that voted for him and that also stand 10 toes down on what he stands for and believes in. Like the Ock just said, y'all, he was watching the Saturday Night monologue or the comedian monologue, and he thought to himself, I should this is funny, but I shouldn't be laughing. You see that moral balance? I honestly don't think a lot of his followers, and even outside of him, a lot of people in America don't have that moral balance. And what do you call
Right.
that? The word calls it a reprobate mind.
A reprobate mind. Exactly.
They and
A
that's what
reprobate
that
mind.
that degeneracy, that depravity of Donald Trump, that's what that reminds me of.
Right. Right.
Somebody,
Right.
like you said, Ock said it. He said this been going on since 1972.
Since
Like
the
he said,
70s, man.
and this
Since
man
the
done gotten
70s.
worse. It's
Yeah.
just gotten worse. And not
Yeah.
only has he waxed worse because of the what? The
Right.
iniquity in his
Right.
life. It
Right.
says the love of many. He just
Shall
don't
wax
have a
cold.
handful of
Yeah.
followers.
That's right.
He's got millions.
Because they share the same
They
ruach.
should. There
They
you go.
share the exact same ruach, man. They don't see anything wrong with what it is that he has done, what it is that that he is doing, or none of this here, man. So
Right.
carrying on, man, with some of his past because in my opinion, it's important to look at who it is to find out what we're dealing with as we move up here to 2025. It's one of the reasons that I'm moving the way that I'm moving, Ayo, but in case you was trying to figure it out, because I know I didn't send you nothing this week, man. So.
You send me an article. You send me an article.
I did. But yeah,
Mm.
let's look at who we dealing with. October 25th, 2016, there was also allegations made by two men stating that Trump had attended and partaken in sex parties filled with underage minor females. This was in 2016, man. This one heard not too long ago, man. Females as young as 15 years old, who were included with promises of career advancements. Who make career advancement promises? People with what?
Money and power.
And power. People with money and power. Who do they make these promises to?
The
People
the
who
less
want
the less fortunate.
the right, the less that's looking for the stardom, right?
Yep.
That's looking for. You see what I'm saying? That's
Yep.
grooming. Am I not?
Yep. Yep. And grooming is not so much the less fortunate or the poor. Yeah, they're the target, but it's some of the ones that have the mom and dad with the engineering and professor
Mm-hmm.
jobs, and their income
Mm-hmm.
is right there. They
Mm-hmm.
just need a little push
That's right.
to get
That's right.
above the rest. There
Right.
you go.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly what it is. We talked about Erica Kirk, man. Erica Kirk. Look,
She
man.
she wasn't
In
poor.
the business of entertainment, it's not about how good the talent is. Okay, I'm just gonna go on and be honest. It's
Let's be
about who
honest.
you know, who hand you done shook, or who you done slept with. That's what it's about, man. They don't call them casting couches because they be looking for casting on the couch. They call them casting couches because the producers and the movie moguls use those couches to see how bad do you want the role.
Right. How bad do you want it? How far will you go to get
How far
this
will you
role?
get it? That's right.
Well,
That's
that
why they
sounds
call
just
them casting couches.
ooh,
And you'll catch a comedian every now and then talk about the
talk about
casting
it.
couch.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
See? And
Yep.
this is what Donald Trump, this is what he has been accused of doing in 2016, man. Offering the 15-year-old drugs who was alleged to have provided to the minors, man. This is who we are dealing with. This is y'all president.
Yep.
It's y'all president, right?
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm asking the question, and it's not rhetorical, and I know it sounds like that I'm repeating myself, and maybe I am, but I just want it to resonate. How is he the president? You know what a president is? A president is your representative.
He's
You heard the ox said
the
earlier,
top
man.
diplomat.
This the dude that go to other countries.
Yep. The top diplomat. That's what the diplomats, the group rap group, Jules Santana, Cameron, that they named themselves because of the speaking monologue, the gift of gab. Your
That's
top
right.
diplomat has to be the best slick oil salesman there is.
Right.
Diplomacy. That's what that is. And this is who he is, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Crazy,
man.
dog.
Now at this party by one of the male models, he said that he actually saw Trump allegedly. I'm gonna put that out there. Allegedly saw Trump engage with sexual activities with these young girls. He did not witness him taking any illicit drugs. And for some reason, I believe that. I believe Donald Trump when he said that, and this is strange. Watch this. I believe Donald Trump when he made the comment said he has never done drugs and he has never drank alcohol. So what that make him, man?
Mm,
Whoo, you gotta say, you do all of this sober?
mm, mm, mm. With a sober mind. God,
You do all of this sober?
you got to be You
Let
got
it sink in.
to,
I've been drunk,
boy, your
man.
soul got to be something different.
Let that sink in.
Good gracious.
You wake up in the morning and feel all right with yourself. And anybody that have listened to Donald Trump know that Donald Trump loves him some Donald Trump, man. Love him some Donald Trump.
He looked,
But
yeah.
not Shalahaya. Hey, baby. But yeah, they know he loves him some Donald Trump, man. How can you be all right with it? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Been in this walk with the Most High. You could ask my family, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you. I've talked to several individuals. I often go through what I call self-reflection. Do you do that?
Oh, Ooh, yes, sir.
I go through self-reflections, and when I go through them self-reflections, I can promise you that there are times, man, where I be disgusted with myself.
Yes, bruh. Oh
I have
Lord.
made changes in my life. I have taken things out of my life because of certain instances and things. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remove myself from certain people because of certain. So you telling me, dude, that you can great, you can look under women's skirts, you can kiss and grope women without their consent, you can give minors drugs and have sex. Can I say that word on here? I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
You could say I don't know what's a good. You can say it. Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
Okay, and have sex with 15-year-old minors, and you can get up there and still be in love with yourself, and you did all of this sober, man, you are a weirdo.
You got to be a different kind of soul. Your soul got to be. I don't even know how to describe it, and I guess
Oh,
that's a good
weirdo.
thing that we can't describe it. Yeah, just
Right, right,
because that's
right. That's the word. That's the word
whew,
we're looking for right there. Intercourse. I thought I put it up
there
there
you
in
go.
this show.
Or relation,
Yeah.
intercourse,
Or
or relation.
relations. Yeah. There you go.
Either
Yep.
one of those will work.
Yeah.
I
There
have to
you
go with
go.
one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah. But yeah,
But
man,
yeah,
you're a different type of
you
individual,
different.
man.
You definitely different.
Because I believe him when he say because he take me for that type of dude that like to be in control, that gotta be in control. And so if you do drugs or if you drink alcohol, that removes you from being in control of certain situations. You dig what I'm saying? He take me for that dude that you know the dude that sit in the corner that pour the drinks, but he
Yeah,
ain't doing no drinking.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And he watching everybody else act a
Everybody else,
fool.
right, right. What you put in them? What's going on with them drinks?
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's a dangerous cat, man. For somebody to be able to um bear that type of fruit, I'll put it that way, and not so the drugs that people take and the alcohol that people consume is a downer to numb you from, like what Ox said, when you do that self-reflection or introspection. This is why a lot of I've had homies in the music business try to harm themselves, because what happens when music stops, the after parties die down, and you get in that
It's just
room by
them by
yourself,
themselves.
and it's just
Calm,
you and your thoughts on and what
calm,
you've done and what you've done to
calm,
yourself and put other
calm,
people in situations and what you've done to other
calm,
people. It's too
calm.
much.
It's
So what
depressing.
do? The
Yeah.
pressure is too much. So they alcohol,
Yep.
marijuana.
Con,
Cocaine. It just numbs
con,
it. But
con. Women.
to right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
They
Mm-hmm.
can't bear the truth. And
Mm-hmm.
you mask those emotions. But to be somebody that don't have to numb those things,
Yeah.
you a
Yeah.
whole
You like
robot
an
out
assassin.
there.
You are actually running in the same lane as hard hit men.
That's
Like
it. No emotions.
I couldn't imagine being paid to stack up bodies.
I, bruh, I,
And you got these youngsters that's out here that don't even get paid for it, and they will shoot you and go home and eat like it ain't nothing.
like it
Have
ain't
y'all
nothing.
seen the testimonies? I think his name Michael Raphael, dude out of St. Louis. Man, go look up
Mm,
that dude testimony. Man, that dude crazy, man. That
wow,
dude, I don't know what jail they put that boy in, but they should have built a jail on top of that boy. Long story
wow.
short, this Negro went out. I'm gonna give you a long story short. He fronted some dope to one of his dudes and told him, if you ain't got my money, don't take my dope. Promise me that, because I ain't got time to be killing you. That's what he told him. The dude missed payment 4 times and he went
Oh,
looking for him and couldn't find him. While he was looking for him and he couldn't find him, he got aggravated and he went and looked for 2 more cats that owed him some money. One dude owed him $8. He was finna kill him. The other dude owed him $10. He was gonna kill them. He couldn't find them either. He got more mad. And then what he said, because I already was in the mood to kill, so I couldn't find them. $18. 18. This is his testimony to the police, man.
wow.
These are devils.
Devils.
Why did I bring him up? Because he told this story with no remorse, how he feels. I, I don't know if he do drugs or not, but he can still do these things in a clear conscience. And here you got Donald Trump doing all of these things, and we got a little bit more before as we move on, man. And this dude do it in a sober state of mind, man. In a
Yeah, and that
sober state of mind.
and in those files and whatever that guy that was testifying that said he'd never seen Donald Trump do any illicit drugs, alcohol.
That's what he said.
That's a
Yeah.
that should be that should have been the eye opener right there. Like, wait a minute, really? You didn't have to
Right.
numb yourself
Right.
after doing this
Jamie
stuff?
Foxx got a whole song called Blame It on the Alcohol.
Yeah, they got a whole song.
Got a whole song.
got a
Blame it
whole
on the
song.
alcohol. Yeah. Blame it
That's
on the
heavy.
alcohol, man.
That's
That's
heavy, man.
heavy.
That's heavy, boy. You got to be different. Definitely different.
So during his time of running the pageant, the Miss America, Miss USA, and Miss Teen pageants of 96, 2015, he was on he did an interview with Howard Stern in 2005. And this is coming out of his mouth now. Okay, so I guess I really don't even have to say allegedly now. This is what he said. He said he made a practice of walking into the contestants' dressing rooms unannounced while the women were undressed. He made a practice of that. He said, I'll go
Practice.
backstage before a show and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. No men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant. And therefore, I'm expecting it. Is everyone okay? They're standing there, no clothes, and you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that. But no, I've been very good.
Wow.
This is who
Man,
we
boy.
dealing with, man.
So
This is who we dealing with, man.
right. So there's no surprise that what we're seeing now. I mean, this is the head of our government. All the
Right.
shenanigans. Like I said, what he said about Joe Biden. Joe Biden was diagnosed with a certain kind of cancer, he was like, "Oh, I love to see him squirm." Who?
Right.
What? So again, we know who we're dealing with. This is a cold. He cold. That's cold, man.
Yeah, that's cold, man.
That's
This is
cold,
this is
bro.
who we dealing with, man. All of this is leading up to these files, people. I want to paint a fair pitch. You know what I'm saying? This is not. Let me put this is not me bashing Donald Trump. I'm just painting out there what's out there on him, right? You make your own assessment. That's why I asked the question: how is he the president, man? How is he your representative when he
Right.
go overseas, man? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? How you feel about him going over there speaking on behalf of you? And these are the things that he is known for.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, this dude's supposed to be dead, talking about Epstein, right? He's
Mhm.
supposed to be dead. They had a whole 15-year relationship. At least 15 years now, all of a sudden, he's a creep. He's the baddest guy in the world. I kicked him out of my club because he was messing with underage girls. That's what he
Okay.
say.
Okay.
How am I supposed to believe that knowing what your history is? Your
Right.
history is the files on your history have already been released.
Yeah. I, it's crazy because what just come to mind is a lot of times they do this stuff thinking I'm gonna just be a rich mogul for the rest of my life, have multiple children, multiple marriages, die and leave my children the fortune until you built that stuff up in your life, all that mischievous wrongdoing, and somebody says, "Hey, you ever thought about running for politics? You ever thought about being president?" And they'll, "Oh yeah, you know what? I should. Okay, let me stop all the wrong stuff I've been doing. Hey, I can't hang around y'all no more." Now they got something on you.
Right,
You become easy to frame or blackmail.
right.
Now, did that happen in DJT's life? Did he all of a sudden want to run for the presidency or want to run to be a politician and just have a change of heart, start doing good? Probably not. But you're an easy target for them to be able to manipulate because they
There
have
you go.
something
There you go.
on you.
Because you got a history. That's
They got a
right.
history. They
That's
got
right.
something on you. They could
That's
they could
right.
use. They can get an
That's
agenda
right.
out of you. Which
That's
this is
right.
this is what we
That's
could be
right.
seeing, folks.
That's right.
Because they
That's
say, look,
right.
like
That's
me and
right.
I've been talking for the past week. What does Vladimir Putin actually have?
We get into
Okay, I'm getting ahead. I know it. Because
we get to it. You all right though? But yeah,
this I'm
we
talking
get
about this
to.
man act
I
like
love the way you steering this though, because you are absolutely right. And if you don't mind, I wanna spin the block on what you just said in case somebody missed what you just said.
right. Yeah. So
Going back to the
yeah.
beginning
Mhm.
of the show, he was the perfect candidate.
He was a
Well, what
perfect
made him the perfect candidate?
right.
His file
His
case.
file. Just this
This is
this
what made him everything about Donald Trump. When people think Donald Trump, they think Mary Lago or the Trump
right.
Towers. This is what
Or
common people look at, right?
right.
But
Or
say,
the pageants and the
or
models.
but the
Yes.
pageants is part of his files because, and that's
Right.
where I was going. Everything that's associated with him that the normal people don't see is dealing with what? Women,
Women.
young women.
Mm.
Say, early in him and Epstein's relationship, wow, 1992. Look at how bold a lot of people call it charisma. I call it foolishness. What
Right.
people call his charisma is foolishness
It's a
because he
difference.
don't know how to keep his mouth closed.
There you go. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the
He say
difference.
whatever come to his mind.
Man. And
I think a
people,
whole lot of stuff. I
but
be
I
in
don't.
people's houses every day. Every
Right.
day I be in, and boy, if people knew what I be thinking, nigga, they'll put me out. But
Right.
what be coming out of my mouth, I be so polite.
Right. You use wisdom. That
You
ain't
see what I'm saying?
right.
This
It's
is a
wisdom.
foolish man, right? And look what his foolishness did, man. He left the paper trail, man. 92
Hmm.
NBC News cameras. He allowed NBC News cameras to come into a party with a group of Buffalo Bills cheerleaders, and he invited the NBC News to film a party that he threw for himself and Epstein.
Wow.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yes. I'm sorry. I hit my elbow, my funny
Oh
bone.
no, you good? No, you good? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
allowed NBC News to film a part. That's foolishness, man. Look,
That's foolishness.
Michael Irvin got caught by Jerry Jones. They had this house over in Valley Ranch,
Mm-hmm.
which is Irvin, Texas, where
Every
the Cowboys facilities used to
yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They had this house that was called the White House. Bunch of the
Mm.
players came together and they were paying rent on it, right? And what the house was a house for them to go and do what they wanted to do without, you know what I'm saying, nobody knowing about it. They started out in some apartments and they realized that, hey, we can't do this in apartments because there's too many people living in these apartments and to be seen, right? So they went and
Mm-hmm.
found them a house out there, in Valley Ranch, that was called and they named it the White House. Well, some kind of way Jerry Jones found out about it, right? And
Mm.
he called Michael Irvin, and Mike didn't answer the phone. Jerry popped up there. He got the address and he knocked on the door.
What?
Michael answered the door and he saw Jerry. He closed the door. Jerry stood there. Mike went out and he told him, he said, did what he told him. He said, Jerry, we were just trying to do the wrong thing the right way. Why did
Wow.
I bring this up?
Wow.
Because they was looking for privacy. This dude's so foolish. He say, "Hey, NBC, y'all come on up in here
That's
and,
bro.
and
And
film
see, what does the word say about pride become so
the
not only is
downfall, the destruction."
it's foolish, but it's prideful.
Come on now,
Just like Dame Dash and Jay-Z. They wanted to document everything.
everything.
Now, across the internet, you got the last days of Rockefeller. They seen
Yep,
y'all acting out.
yep,
It's documented. You wanted to
yep,
film it back then, but now
yep,
I know you thinking like, man, I wish I'd have never.
yep,
We the butt of the joke
yep,
everywhere.
yep,
Same with Trump. And I was saying that
yep.
to compare that. Sometimes our pride and our ego
Is
will
our
allow.
is our biggest downfall.
I bet you wish NBC he would have never done that.
You know what? You know what? One of the footages showed at that party with
Oh
NBC in
Lord.
there.
Oh Lord.
One of the footages showed Trump grabbing. Where is it at? Where is it at? I'm sorry. Hold on. Trump grabbed a woman around her waist and pulled her against his body and patted her butt. Now, that might seem a little simple, right? At a
Right, right,
party.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
But not for Trump, not with all of the allegations and your
right,
file that's stacked on top of you.
right, right.
Every little thing now that you do is going to be magnified, especially when it comes to something like this. Sure. And you know what else that he was the head of, man? Victoria's Secret, Mara Maples. He had Calendar Girls. All of everything associated with this dude had to do with women, young women. Next, he was the perfect candidate. You
Wow.
said he was the
Perfect
perfect
candidate.
candidate.
He was a perfect candidate.
He was the perfect candidate. So what did they want to accomplish with him is my next question.
Mm, that's a that's a question that could go so many. It's so many different avenues and caveats to it because the main answer is to accomplish any agenda they want to put through. Now, you got to talk about foreign diplomacy. just like this 40 billion he just gave to Argentina. Everybody in uproar about that. What? Everybody, don't y'all love Trump for saying what's on his mind? Like I just said, he's so foolish. He just tell you. He said in the interview with the Fox News host, and she said, "Well, we got talent in America." He said, "No, we don't. No, we don't. There's no talent in America. We can't just have somebody come out of the warehouse and go start building missiles. So no,
Yep.
we don't have the talent." That's why he gave the 40 million or 40 billion to Argentina for them, because again, you can't say Argentina, you want them to come over here and you kicking illegal immigrants out. What that money is for them to come over here with their paperwork right.
Mm-hmm.
So they can be
Mm-hmm.
aeronautical engineers that can go to
Mm-hmm.
Lockheed Martin and build you.
Mm-hmm.
These airplanes don't make themselves. You got to
That's
have
right.
engineers that build these wings, the
That's right.
cockpit, the wheels. You got to have the people that build the rubber for these wheels that go on these ships and these bombs and missiles and all this stuff. That's what he is saying. And
Mm-hmm.
that's one part of why he was selected
He can't
to
tell
be.
nobody no.
He can't tell
He,
nobody no.
he
Long as
can't
there's
tell
some money
nobody no. That's
involved,
right.
long as
That's
that
right.
long. Okay, if I give you 40 bill, what am I gonna get? Oh,
That's
okay, we
right.
get these beachfronts, this land on
Right.
this coast.
That's
So
right.
then the next
That's
president, whether
right.
Democrat or Republican, will be able to
Right.
come in and build beachfronts
Right.
just like they're doing in
Right.
Gaza and
Right.
make money for the US.
Right.
That's the deals that
Right.
they doing.
That's the deals that they doing. But
That's what's going on.
but what I meant by that of him not being able to tell nobody no is because these are the files that we know about.
Right. Right. Just think of stuff we don't.
Think of the stuff that we don't know about. You see what I'm saying? Um, you can be more of a service to me when I got more information on you. You see what I'm saying?
There you go. That's it.
You
And they
will
got.
never be able to tell. You will never be able to tell what it says. As long as you owe me, I ain't never broke.
I ain't never broke.
I've
That's
been
it.
wondering for so long, what do BB have on Trump, man? What spell do he have on Trump? It's no longer
Yeah.
what spell he have on Trump. What information does he have on Trump? It's the question.
Right.
See, see.
Right. Yep.
But and this the thing, man. When we finna start moving into these files, this file talk. Trump himself don't even know what's all in them files, and that's what's scaring the hell out of
That's what. Yep.
him.
Yep. Yep. That's what he's scared about. That's what
He
he's
don't
scared about.
even because these are Jeffrey Epstein files.
Right.
He don't even know what's in them files, but he know that he in there. He
He
could
know
tell
he
you
in there.
all. He could tell you all he want, but he ain't. He know he is in them files.
And we know what he don't know he did or what he forgot he did. Guess what it's from? It's gotta. If he forgot, it's gotta be from old age. It's
That's
definitely not
right.
from drugs and alcohol
That's right.
because he said
That's
he.
right. Because he say
You see
he
what I'm
don't.
saying?
And
So
you know what
again,
happened when crazy old people get older? They get crazier.
they get crazy.
They
So he
get
don't know.
crazier.
He don't know what he done forgot, what he can
You know what I'm
remember. He don't know
saying?
what's in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Joe Biden just forgot how to talk when he was in the
Right,
office. Let's say that he gets so old, this joker something to show up at a press conference in his drawers.
right. And unfortunately, like what Ox said, you're already starting to see those signs in Trump. You can tell at some press conferences, you can tell he forget what the topic. And just like with Joe Biden, if you look back in the day, 2008, when he was with he was sharp.
He was
That
sharp.
decline was fast. It was
Yeah,
fast, bro. He was sharp.
yeah,
8 years later,
yeah,
2016, you can tell like
yeah, yeah.
that
He
ain't the
was a
same
whole
Joe.
different dude.
So the same with
Whole
Trump.
different dude.
By this time
Yeah,
next year, he could be
yeah.
like I said, showing up with his
Yeah,
drawers. Don't
he
even know where he at.
already don't know how to hold nothing. He already say whatever is on his mind at any time to anybody. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just think, man, 2, 3 years from now, man, how look, this is some of the stuff that he do right now. Check this out.
What did Jeffrey Epstein mean in his emails when he said you knew about the girls?
I know nothing about that. They would have announced that a long time ago. It's really, what did he mean when he spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, who you know, who that is, Summers, Larry Summers, whatever his name is, and all of the other people that he spent time with. Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw a strike because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. Give me a break. You got to find out, what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go ahead.
nothing
Go ahead.
incriminating in the file,
On
sir,
Venezuela,
why
sir.
not? Why
Quiet,
acting as a
quiet, Piggy.
On
Go ahead.
Venezuela, sir, you've had a lot of meetings.
He called-
He, he,
Wow.
he called that lady Piggy, man. That's your president.
That's wow, boy. He said, "Hush, little piggy, hush, piggy." What?
If anybody else at any time on any level of man, if you worked at 7-Eleven and you called a customer Piggy,
Bro.
you terminated.
Now, right. If I don't agree with Barack Obama's agenda, but let him would have said that to a reporter.
Right, right,
They'd have had him on the tree outside the White House.
right, right.
Crazy to call a
This is
reporter
just the
that.
beginning, man.
Right.
This is what we I think we talked about it one time on this show. If you really want to know what type of person somebody is, give them a little bit of power.
Give him power.
Give them some power.
Give him some power. That's it. You want to test the true man's true integrity? Give him power.
Give them power. He actually called this lady Piggy.
That's wild, man.
And there is somebody that's supporting him that
Right.
is saying same thing that bozo said in our comments. We got it all wrong. What do I have wrong?
Right. Just you're right. What?
What do I have wrong?
We can be wrong, but on this, I think we've
Right. You see what I'm saying?
pretty much
Yeah.
hit the nail in the head. On
Pretty
this.
much hit the nail in the head, man.
I mean,
Like
you would
for
have to be
real.
blind to not see this stuff of what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And as you were saying that, Ak, it makes me think about how underwater the sitting president is at now, what, 35-36% is the lowest of any sitting president in the second term in history. That means 3 out of 10 Americans say you are not the president of the people. So how could we be wrong on our breakdown of this thing?
He
Again, you would have to be blind.
he has even lost the support of a lot of the people that have voted for him, man.
A lot of MAGA are turning.
Are turning on him, man, because it's a sinking ship. Nobody want to be a part of a sinking ship,
Right. Right.
What do we always say? Hey, when I had the money and I had the cars, I had all of the friends, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as I lost the car, soon as the money dried up, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? I turn around, I'm by myself, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And nobody got time for me. This is the situation. The way I look at this, and this is just an opinion, and this is how we had been setting it up. Um, he was a whole pawn in this game, man, and he didn't even
Yeah.
realize it.
And he's checkmate.
And he's
Check.
checkmate.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. He was a whole pawn in this game, man.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and what's sad about it is that I believe that he is so arrogant that the reason he don't see it is because of his arrogance. It's what we was talking about,
That
man. He's
pride.
so foolish that he really believed that he's still winning, man. Hey, yeah. Hey, Have you ever been beating somebody at something, man, and they still think that they winning, man? That's
Yes,
that's what
man.
it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is where we are at with this dude right here, man. And so um we're gonna get into on the second half of this show, we're gonna get into these files. I think it's about this time. I could be wrong, but I think it's about this time when we go into our beyond critical race theory.
Yep.
So that's what we're about to do now. We're about to have, if it's not about this time, it's gonna be this time.
Yeah.
About to,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
about to have this beyond critical race theory. And when we come back, we're going to dive into the vote to go ahead and have the files released. Where is Trump mind state at right now? How is this thing going to shake out for us as a nation in Israel? And we're going to be closing out with some of those topics there. So yeah, y'all just hold on and gonna turn it over. It's time to go to school. Take it away. Ayo, here we go.
One of our favorite segments of the Truth Be Told Flex podcast, where we step into our classroom and learn our past, present, and future. That's right. Let's dive in. Dive into what the world calls beyond critical race theory and what we call beyond critical race and culture facts. With no further ado, let's get it. All right. Yes, one of our favorite segments of the show. We got a real short one tonight. And this caught my attention because of what we were talking about earlier that went viral in the sports world over this past weekend. The Texas A&M and the University of South Carolina played their game in College Station, Texas A&M University this past Saturday. And the University of South Carolina Gamecocks were pretty much winning the game handily, 30-3 when this incident happened. Now, the incident that we were talking about earlier that goes with this story is the state trooper was walking in the tunnel after one of the receivers from South Carolina scored a touchdown and was slowing his momentum down after he ran into the touchdown, went into the tunnel, grabbing his hamstring. A couple other players was going to check on him, and as they were walking back down the tunnel, the state trooper split them, spreaded his elbows, and bumped into him. And when the players turned around, he started chastising them. So when I seen this story, I was just like, wow, they've been doing this forever. So without further ado, let's talk about one of our young brothers, Jeremy Reeves. In 1958, Jeremy Reeves was executed by electric chair by the state of Alabama after police tortured him into giving a false confession as a 16-year-old black male child. In July 1951, Jeremiah, a 16-year-old so-called black high school student at the time, and Maybelle Ann Crowder, a so-called white woman, were discovered having relations in her home. She claimed she had been raped by Jeremiah, and he was immediately arrested and taken to Kilby Prison for questioning. This is tough to read. Police strapped the frightened boy into the electric chair and told him that he would be electrocuted unless he admitted to having committed all of the rapes white women had reported that summer. Under this terrifying pressure, he falsely confessed to the charges in fear. Though he soon recanted and insisted he was innocent, Jeremiah was convicted and sentenced to death after a 2-day trial, which the all-white jury deliberated for less than 30 minutes. The local so-called black community believed and in some cases knew that Jeremiah Reeves and Mabel Crowder had been involved in an ongoing consensual affair. Concerned about the injustice of the young man's conviction, the Montgomery NAACP became involved and helped attract the attention of national lawyer Thurgood Marshall. These advocates were able to win reversal of Jeremiah's conviction on December the 6th, 1954, when the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the trial judge, had been wrong to prevent the jury from hearing evidence of the torture police used to get his conviction. At a second trial in 1955, Jeremiah was again convicted and sentenced to death. This time, all appeals were denied. He remained on death row until 1958, when he reached what was considered the minimum age for execution. That story broke my heart. And when I seen that tunnel this week and I read this story, I was like, they've been doing this stuff, this intimidation stuff for so long to our young brothers, even in today's time. This police officer, even though he was denied of doing the games, he still has a job.
He's still got the power to still continue to,
My question, and I'll get your thoughts, I'm about to wrap it up. How many Jeremiah Reeves were done like that and are still out there today? Your thoughts? What do you think about that?
What was they called in New York? Those kids, man, the something 8. Know somebody in
Central
the
Park
chat
5?
knowing Central Point 5. That's exactly what they did to them. Don't know if you guys seen that documentary or not, but that's exactly what they did to them boys for the exact same crime, man. They kept them boys up. I forget how many hours, a day or two, man, deprived them of food, deprived them of water. They beat one of them with a phone book. Their parents was not allowed to come
Right.
in. They forced that testimony, man. They forced that testimony. They got it on paper, man, and that's how they convicted them boys, man. And guess who had a say in it?
Guess who?
Guess who had a say about it, man? Yeah. And so this is something, these are the things, though, and people can say, here you go again. Well, yeah, here I go again.
Right.
These are the things that always make me remember who we are as a people, though. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is nothing more than Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26 when I hear stuff like this, sure, man. Because nobody else get treated like this, sure, on no level.
Right.
No level. That if those had been Asian boys at that football game and ran that 80-yard football, he would. That man went back through that tunnel to walk between them to do that. And my whole thing is, dude, were you going to what if? And that was another thing that the article said, that Harbor, that his teammate de-escalated Harbor. If you look at the film, he didn't need no de-escalation. He looked at him and was like, dude, what? And he turned around and went on about his business. There was no need for de-escalation. But my mind is this: what if Harbor had have been like, you ran into me? Then what? On national TV, are you gonna tase him? Are you gonna arrest them in the middle of a game? Are you going to assert your powers? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look,
Right.
these people worship the devil. We always talk about we lost our identity. Well, we had an identity to lose. They
Right.
don't have an
Right.
identity.
Come on, man. You preaching. You preaching. You
And
preaching.
because they don't have an identity, they are so jealous of us. As Hundo always say, we live rent free in their heads all the time. And whenever they feel that they can get over on us or do bodily harm to us, that's exactly what they are going to do. Because when they see us, they see the Most High, and it irritates the hell out of them, man.
Yep. That's it.
It irritates the hell out of me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I-
familiar with that story too that you
yeah.
just did. There are pictures too of the young
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. I seen him. I mean, he was a young kid, man. Glasses, little
Mm-hmm.
schoolboy.
Mm-hmm.
Little our complexion. It's
Yup.
like a little innocent little boy. I wish he wouldn't have
Man.
made the choice of that lady,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
know,
Man, and we still messing with them jokers, man, to this day. Why?
yeah,
Still messing with them jokers to this
you gonna
day,
learn.
man. Yeah.
Learn
Are
my
we?
lesson. I learned.
Oh. Mm.
I learned.
All right, man. So the House and the Senate, they have voted, right?
Say it again. What you
I
say?
said the House and the Senate, they have voted to
Unanimously.
unanimously. So after what we have learned of at the beginning of the show of of Trump, right? Is it a fair assessment to say that whatever and this is just, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, of course, but is it a fair assessment to say that it might be easy to believe whatever is in that file regarding him? What you say?
At this point, and here's the thing. Like me, you was talking earlier. It wasn't a battle finding vote. It wasn't a battle trying to look for who gonna vote. They voted unanimously. So to answer your question, that means they believe what's in the files.
So if
But
he was the perfect candidate, is his job done? Are they ready to move on?
they
And
could be
what has been done is the question. You see what I'm saying? This
well,
is the
yeah.
job done?
It's well, I like we say on this show all the time. They have an agenda, but the Most High throws the monkey wrench, and they don't. I don't think as far as right now, this hour, again, like we said before, we're not out marching. ICE is not grabbing. Cause see, what was for these Epstein files to come out and not be paid attention to, we would have had to been marching, and instead of ICE and the police rounding up illegal immigrants, they would have been shooting and killing and unaliving us. That was the chaos needed for a moment like this. So since that didn't happen, they have to go another route. They say, okay, it's not working quite like we thought. Maybe, and that's an opinion.
No,
I'm
I
saying,
agree with you because I feel like that everything that has happened up until this point, and I mean everything that's major that we can look at, I feel like everything that has happened up until this point was a distraction to try to keep
right,
the people minds off of the files.
right,
That goes
right,
along with the Diddy case. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I believe that it was because man, whatever they said that they had on that dude, they could have brought that dude in at any time. It was the
Absolutely.
time to
It was
bring
the
him
time.
in. Why?
Right,
Because
right,
we needed a distraction. You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Even with what we talked about not long ago with Chauncey Billups. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Another distraction, man. I believe that so many things that we have seen, I can't think right now on everything that has happened, but it's been quite a few things that has happened here lately. I believe that but they done ran out of distractions. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's
And the
it.
thing too that every time a distraction come, the people go right back to the Epstein files. And what he loved to say, if you guys have been listening to him talk, he always loved to say, and what is this about? Let's not talk about it too much. Let's not give it too much attention. What is that about? What do you mean?
Right. What do you mean? You the one brought it up. You ran your campaign off of that. If I'm elected, I will release him. But
Why would
again,
he say that?
because
Knowing
again,
that, why would he say that knowing that the percentage is very high of him being, we're talking about at least a 15-year relationship, friendship with this dude, man.
right,
Why would he say that?
because I don't think he expected, again, if things are going good, you can say that and the people don't mind. But if grocery bills are the lowest since the 1980s, meaning what normally costs $600, $700 for a family of 5 or 6 to eat off of for a month, now is $200. If gas is $1.98, if plane tickets are down, if farmers are making more money than ever, these files wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. If they was giving illegal immigrants due process to court, he can say that if all of that stuff is going right and favorable to him right now. But it's not. It's the worst it's ever been. So now people, they didn't think the people was going to be able to have something to pick and choose at. Oh, everything else he ran off is bad. What about these Epstein files? He wasn't booking on that. So to answer your question, that's why he said it. I don't think he was booking on it to be this bad.
What if, because I don't want to let the people, I don't want to let the wizard off the hook, right?
Right.
The Wizard of Oz, right? We don't want to let the wizard off the hook, who we can't see, right?
Right.
What if the wizard promised him that don't worry about it? Because the wizard needed him in this position.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
That could
So
very
what if the
well.
wizard promised him, don't worry about it, it'll never come out. You know what I'm saying? But in order for you to win, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm just talking, right? We just talking. But what if that was the thing? And this is what's crazy with this bill that was passed. Page 2 of that bill in number 4, it says individuals, i.e. Trump, individuals, including government officials. I can't make this up, man.
Boy, Lord have mercy.
Individuals. These people dirty, man.
Dirty.
Including government officials named or referenced in connection with Epstein criminal activities, civil settlements, immunity or plea agreements, or investigatory proceedings. In other words, what that is saying is that individuals may have promised certain people immunity
Right.
from certain things and don't worry about that.
Right.
So what if he was promised immunity? And that's one of the things too he kept talking about doing his running.
Yep. Presidential
President should
immunity.
have
President should have immunity.
right? What if he was promised? And this is how foolish this dude is. I keep going back to it that I don't even think that he's seeing that he's being stabbed in the back.
No, because whoever, he may have immunity, but there's a lot of people, they know certain ones to give and to not give. And I'm telling y'all right now, mark my words, if Kash Patel or Pam Bundy don't give immunity, they gonna sing like a bird. They gonna tell everything.
I believe that Orange Man will too. Check this clip. Check this clip out right here. Check this out.
Her supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled.
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things. The Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have.
So,
In particular, have
no,
been
my
so
bad.
interested in the
Dog, it's gonna come back again. I hit it again. But not, I need you,
Which
baby.
was all fake. All that
Dang, it
information
came
was.
back again. Jesus. Let me take that out of there, man, so it won't come back again. Yeah,
You keep coming back.
that what. Yeah, I know, right? That wasn't the video. Actually, the first video where he called the lady Peggy. That's the one I really wanted. We gonna come back to that video. IO. We ain't gonna play it no more. But everybody remember what he said because we ran it like 3 or 4 times consecutively. We gonna come back, but listen to what he said right here because we talking about singing.
What did Jeffrey Epstein mean in his emails when he said you knew about the girls?
I know nothing about that. They would have announced that a long time ago. It's really what did he mean when he spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, who you know, that is Summers, Larry Summers, whatever his name is, and all of the other people that he spent time with. Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw a strike because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself. Give me a break. You got to find out what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan Chase.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go ahead.
nothing
Go ahead.
incriminating in the file, sir,
Venezuela,
why
sir.
not
See, just in that little thing right there, man. He didn't have to name them people like that, man. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
He just like that. He told it. He can't hold no water. You right. You
He did
said it
not have to
earlier.
name them people like that, man. And this
Just
is the
off the rip.
thing. So we know that we're having a hard time with him wanting to release these files, right? Question I'm finna ask you is this. Us knowing Trump, if his name was really out of the files and he know it and he know it, just gonna say that he know that his name is not, but the shoe was reversed and Biden's name was in there.
Mm,
Do you think we would have such a hard time getting those files released?
no, because again, with him saying he backs the representatives of releasing the files, with him saying, "Oh, let's go ahead and release them." Guess what, y'all? He has the power to do an executive order to not have to have the votes. He can release them on his own. That's just him trying to get ahead of it. Because again, if it was Joe Biden, Bill Clinton, he would have released them Jones the day he was in office. He has the power to, because remember, after 2001 with the Patriot Act, that's information. So he can sign an executive order and make a bill or a law to release them. He don't have to have the votes.
He don't have
This
to have,
is
exactly.
he
Yeah.
don't have to have them.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, if it was all those people he named, if it was them in there and not him,
And
then
not
we'd have been
him,
had them. We'd have been
been done
had
had
them.
him.
No redactions, whatever. So what I just read out of the bill, whenever it's talking about immunity, so what he just did last week was he hired a special prosecutor and reopened the investigations. So what that means, the DOJ, the Department of Justice, now that it's about to be released, it's up to the Department of Justice on what is released, because now you have a so-called open investigation with victim
Right.
names and
Right.
politicians' names that
Right.
are being investigated, and you don't want to
Right.
incriminate or
Right.
damage the
Right.
trial.
Right.
See how they see
Right.
that the politics in that?
Right.
That's all he did.
Right.
That's all they doing.
Right.
It's politics.
Right. So it's gonna slow up
slow up
releasing the files
releasing the
again. You know what
files,
I'm saying? Yeah.
or
And
they'll release them, but a lot of it won't be in there.
but see, and that's the thing though. Back on the bill, it say
Back
no
on.
record. This is on page three, number 17. No record shall be withheld, delayed. And we was talking about this
Right,
earlier,
right.
man. This is actually a show, boy. I wish we could go past 2 hours, but we can't. We gonna
I
let
know
y'all up
it's.
out of here. But yeah,
I know
this
it's a lot. It's a
yeah.
lot.
But it says no record shall be withheld, delayed, or redacted on the basis of embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity, including to any government official, public figure, or foreign dignitary. So what you saying is that they might release it, but not all of it,
Right.
according to this bill. When they wrote this bill,
Mm,
man, to make sure that they can't do nothing but
nothing.
release the file
Right.
in its totality.
Right. And that's why Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was so flabbergasted, because he was like, I thought we was going to have more time because the votes wouldn't have came in to release them, but have more time into being able to redact half the information, play politics. But since they voted and everybody voted unanimously
Right,
behind the scenes, they was like, oh,
right,
what do we do
right,
now?
right,
It's
right.
like you said,
It's just like, right,
they
huh?
they they had all the House and the Senate because they're getting tired of Donald Trump. And again,
Right.
like we said earlier, their careers are going to outlast 2028. So they're thinking, if we
I'm not
don't,
gonna let you jeopardize.
there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. I'm not
Let
gonna
it
let you jeopardize
all
what
be
I've worked
released.
hard for. This is how
There
they
you
look at.
go.
They don't even look at the monetary value of it. They
Right.
look at I have worked hard to
Hard.
get to where I am. I am not gonna allow you to jeopardize that, man.
Right.
Nah.
Right.
And that's how they look at that thing,
Right.
man. For real. Shalom, Hundo.
Shalom,
Shalom,
Hondo.
man.
Shalom,
Well,
shalom, man.
welcome up in the house. And but
Yes,
not
sir.
you can't make comments like that and you not here to tell us what you talking about, man. They can redact half the information. When I'm reading right here, it said they can't redact none of it. But you ain't
Well,
even here to tell us what you
well,
mean.
the DOJ, the Department of Justice can, because like I said,
Right,
they're supposedly reopening the investigation. And all
right,
that
right.
is, the investigation is
Boy, we
closed.
running out of time. I
I
sure
know,
hate this.
I know. Comey, the FBI before Cash Patel, they investigated, said they had what they had, but now they can reopen it, so all the information won't be able to get out. That's all that is. That's all
It
that is.
says all redactions must be accompanied by a written justification published in the Federal Register
Mm-hmm.
and submitted to Congress. But check this out. There's another one. Let me see if I can find it right quick, man. Page 317, page 222. I done wrote it down. Page 201. I can't find it right now, but what it was saying is that I can't find it right now. But what it was saying was that all of the files will be made publicly. Here it is, subject to here it is right here. Yep, here it is. All praises. This is on page 1. It says in general, no later than 30 days after the date of the enactment of the act, Attorney General shall subject to subjection make publicly available in a searchable and downloadable format all unclassified records and documents, communications, and investigative materials. So they want this to be as transparent as it
Yes, it
possibly can
can.
be, man. Yeah, they want it to be as transparent,
Yep.
which is going to alleviate all room for what you would say
Any
uh
mistakes or any
yeah,
non transparency?
right, any of that,
Yeah,
yeah, any of that. Man, this time went by
I
fast
know,
tonight,
I know,
man.
man.
Yeah, this went by fast.
Yeah,
I kind of like the flow of the organic.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
went kind of
yeah,
well to me. I want to
yeah.
say this though before we get out, man. We can leave it hanging on this one right here as well. We gonna come back the week after next too, just to make that clear for the people. But I was talking to you, Ak, and I made a comment, and I don't think that this is too far fetched as well. Tell me what you think about this in about 3 minutes or so, if you can. Within the next 30 to 60 days, and this is just an opinion of mine, I can see another false flag happening. Something that's, you know what I'm saying? Because we talked about distractions already. What you say, Ak?
They have to have something where this administration can step in and be the heroes and look presidential. If something happens and his cabinet shows up to a disaster area where it happened and helping the people and handing out water bottles and handing out food and making statements there for the people, everybody will forget about this. If American lives are lost in some type of false flag or some type of event, and this man with his cabinet shows up looking presidential, just as Obama did with the whole Hurricane Sandy in New Jersey right before the election. Because if y'all go back and remember, it looked like Mitt Romney was probably gonna win. And that Hurricane Sandy happened where Obama went to New Jersey with big boy that was Governor Christie. And they met, made the conference, and Obama ended up winning. It's not like
He's
Oxy.
so dumb. He's so dumb though, Ak, that he'll mess that up. He'll come on,
Right.
he'll get in
He'll say
front of
something
the
crazy.
dang camera and say something crazy,
Crazy.
man.
Right. But to answer your question, that's not far fetched for a false flag event to try to make this go away in the coming weeks, 60 to 90 days. It's not far fetched.
This has been great, y'all. I love y'all, man. We will be back week after next. Yo, man, love you, brother.
Love
Love
you,
your
man.
family.
Yes, sir. Love you all. Love your family,
Yeah,
man.
this has been great, man. I enjoyed
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah. This is
Yep,
cool.
yep, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit less stressful as well, too.
Yeah.
Yep. So with that being said,
Where's that?
The one deuce.